Hello Year 7. We're on lesson number 12 now of Desert Island School, and this one's titled You've Been Saved. This is Mrs. Bart to take you through today's lesson. The equipment you'll need for today's lesson is the regular equipment. Again, if you've got a dictionary and thesaurus to hand, it's a good idea to have that by your side. If you need to grab anything, press pause and play when you're organised. And before we move on, just a reminder to turn off the notifications on your phone, or better still, turn your phone off and put it in another room so that you'll be free of distractions and you can focus on today's learning. Here's your do now. It's to help you with a bit of recall on all of the essential parts of a newspaper article, which is what we're going to be writing today. Press pause to do the do now as activity 1 in your workbook, and press play when you're ready to move on. How did you do? Here's the answers. Did you get all 8? I hope so. Today's lesson title is Writing a Newspaper Article, and our learning objectives are to learn the conventions. Remember, conventions are the usual way of doing something of a newspaper article, and to understand how to write a newspaper article. We're going to begin with a very important part of a newspaper article, the first part, and that's the headline. This is for activity 2 in your workbooks. And we're going to just practice in a fun way how to make an interesting headline. And one of the most exciting ways and interesting ways of making a headline is to use alliteration. So you're going to have a go with either a nursery rhyme that we know well, or a nursery story that you know well. Press pause and write down your ideas. I think I'm going to give you one just to get you started. So that's from the Humpty Dumpty nursery rhyme. Egg boy bangs head and breaks. You can see the alliteration there of words beginning with the letter B. Press pause and do 3 more of your own. Press play when you're ready to move on. How did you get on? Here's another one, based on the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Greedy girl gobbles gruel. So, one component is out of the way, the headline. We're moving on to activity 3 now. The last part of the story is we've been rescued. A passing by ship has noticed you were shipwrecked and has offered to take you home. You're now going to write a newspaper article for the local newspaper, Weekly News. But first of all, for activity 3, you're going to use the blank template below in your work and also in your workbook to help you write your article. Spend some time now thinking and planning what's going to go into your newspaper article. When you're ready, we'll move on. This is the last part of the lesson today, and it's activity 4. It's time for you to actually write the newspaper article. Don't forget the headline. Think about a great alliterative headline about being rescued or about being shipwrecked. Try to cover the events of your story step by step, chronologically as they unfolded. Think back to all the lessons that we've had. Perhaps you'd like to draw a picture of any aspect of the news story and to caption that picture with a simple description of what's in the picture. I hope you enjoy writing your newspaper articles. They need to be submitted according to the date and instructions on Show My Homework, and your English teacher is going to enjoy reading them and feeding back to you. Thank you for your focus today, Year 7.